Hey water signs, it's Christine with Indigo Wings, and I am bringing you your blue moon reading for January 31st. This coming up full moon is a blue moon. It's the first one in quite a while. And what's also interesting about this full moon is that it is a super moon, so it means it appears larger. And it is also going to be a lunar eclipse, so major energies coming up next week with this full moon. And what is kind of coming up with a blue moon is that, you know, it's the second full moon in a month, and so that's pretty rare. It doesn't happen very often. And actually in 2018 we have this happening twice. It's going to be happening again in March. And what happens here is that it's going to it can bring up the opportunity for a second chance for things that may have passed us by for the first full moon of January. So if there's things that maybe we needed to deal with or that didn't maybe go the way they could have, or you know, that just need to be revisited, we're getting a second chance to revisit those things with this blue moon. So this reading specifically is for water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If you are a sun sign as one of those, hopefully this resonates for you. If it doesn't, make sure that you check out the other readings for your rising sign or your moon sign, because often those can resonate for you as well. If these readings don't resonate with you, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know, as these are general readings, they may not resonate for everybody. I also apologize in advance for any funky noise effects. My sweet doggy is hanging out with me as I record these, and he's sleeping by my feet, making all sorts of noises as he does that. So I think that's everything. Oh, I'm offering these full moon spreads on promotion for a very short time this week for a limited number, $35. The information on how to order will be in the description box below this video. And if you want to get more information how to have a personal reading with me, all of my contact information is in the description box below as well. So this is an interesting reading. So I just want to put that out there. And, you know, water signs, you guys are deep. Like, you guys, water signs are emotional. So I have a feeling that this cycle could potentially be, I don't know, I feel like you could feel this very deeply. So I'll just get on with this. I'll just start with the reading because I'm sure you're all, you know, shut up already and start talking. So, okay. The first card that I pulled is for what you should be letting go of. And I feel like, so the card that came up is the Seven of Water. And so this is about you feel like you've got some choices to make, maybe a choice, like a decision, but like there's several choices, or like you've got a decision to make. And I do feel like this is something heart related, like, and not like heart health. I mean like heart emotion. And I'm feeling like you guys are feeling like you've been like dragging your feet, and you're almost feeling like you need to like hurry up and make this decision. I feel like you're like really bogged down emotionally by this. The reason I say this is because the imagery in this card this is like, these cups are very deep in the ocean. Like you've got like a whale diving down really, really deep, you know, and it's really dark. So like, I feel like this is like really deep for you. And I feel like it's easy for you to get lost in the complexity of this. And I feel like you're maybe beating yourself up a little bit about this. And the other card that you have here is the Nine of Fire. Fire is passion. And so I feel like, so, you know, you have water and you have fire. You have emotion and passion. So whatever this decision is, I feel like it's something that you're both emotional about and passionate about. Part of what makes it complex. And the message here, so this is coming up as what you need to release and let go of. And it's not a message of don't make the decision, but I feel like what it's saying is now is not the time for you to make this decision. Let it go right now. Like I feel like you have too much on your plate. Like there's just, this is just bogging you down too much. And if you continue to try to make this decision right now, like you're not going to get anywhere with, you're not going to get anywhere good with it. I'll put it that way. You might get somewhere, but you're not going to get anywhere good. You know, because whatever this decision is, it's something like, it's a 7. This is something like destined. This is like part of your path. It's very important. And I think you know that. And you feel like, you know, part of this decision, you feel like you need to protect something. Like you've created something within this, and you feel like you need to protect it. You know, and you don't like I can see why you think it's very complex. Like I can like get from this like why you're all kind of like befuddled. But the point here is that you just have to kind of like shelve it. You know, don't choose right now, I guess, is you know, just let it be. Let whatever this is just be what it is right now. Because you're not getting anywhere good for yourself. Like you're not doing yourself any favors, like forcing the issue. You know, and I think that maybe if you just like let it be and let it go, it'll work itself out the way it's supposed to. The clarifying cards are the Four of Swords. So this, you know, take a rest, give yourself a break. And the Moon. And so with this card, I feel like, you know, I feel like some of what you might be basing this decision on right now are illusions. I feel like there's things that you don't know. I feel like you need more information to be able to really do what you need to do, and you don't have that. And I feel like at some point it will come out. I feel like at some point you'll be able to figure out what you need to do. Now's not the time. Just let it go. Just enjoy where you're at, enjoy what you can, and you know, because I feel like you have that ability. You know, just kind of take the pressure off yourself right now. Now, what you need to hold close to right now, this is interesting. So bear with me as I'm kind of like channeling the messages and trying to figure this out. But you have the Nine of Air, and then you have the Moon. So I feel like, you know, there's a lot going on with you that you are you know, there's a lot of like fear and worry going on for you right now. And it might not be something that you're like projecting outwardly to the world around you. It might be something that's like inside. But I feel like, you know, you're not sleeping well because of it. You know, I feel like you are not very positive about something. And, you know, and I don't feel like the Nine of Airs, I don't think that they're saying at all that this is what you need to hold on to during this time. I think this is illustrating how much in fear you are right now. Like how much your fears are holding you back, because then you have the Moon. And this card, you know, the decks I'm using are both tarot decks. This deck is a little, the meanings are just a little different, which I like, you know, it gives you a little bit of a difference. But, you know, it's like this card is, you know, you need to hold on to the idea that there are things you don't know. Like you don't know everything that you think you know. There's things going on behind the scenes that might change things for you, number one. Number two, you have fears that are holding you back from the things that you want. And you need to let go of those things. You need to let go. You need to let go of those fears, because they are keeping you stuck in this cycle of worry and you know, yucky stuff that is just not necessary. And what I feel like it is that you really do desire, but it's like you desire but you fear it, is the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this is an individual that might be around you. Who is the Queen of Cups? Sorry, I just had to hit something on my phone. Who is your Queen of Cups? Now, I feel like there's a person around you that you have you know, you're just expecting the worst about, but you've got this Queen of Cups, and this Queen of Cups, you know, it could be male or female. They are very empathic, they're very intuitive, they're very loving, they're extremely nurturing, they're very kind, they're very understanding. I don't think you need to be in fear of this energy, because we have the other card, the Nine of Cups. Your dreams come true. And I feel like this Queen of Cups is somehow related to this Nine of Cups. I feel like she can help you with your dreams coming true, but not if you're stuck in fear. And then we have the Chariot in reverse, and you know, this is like not, you don't have confidence, you're holding yourself back. You know, and so the main message here, what you need to hold close to you, is releasing those fears and being open to this idea that there are things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of, and that whoever this Queen of Cups is, there's I feel like you maybe there's more to her than you're giving credit for. And I think you know that. I think you're just so fearful. Like, what are you afraid of? Like, there's something you're really afraid of. And I do feel like with this moon, I feel like your fears are going to be chipped away at. I do feel like things are going to get a little better for you with that. Now, the next card is something that will be you will be receiving, and I feel like you're going to be coming into a place where you know, you're going to be coming into good news and abundance. And you have the Three of Fire, and then you have balance. And both of these cards are about having patience and waiting for the perfect timing. And I kind of feel like that's like what's going on with like with this situation that you are going to hopefully be letting go of and realizing maybe I don't need to make a decision right now. Like, I feel like you're gonna realize, like, you know what, I gotta just, now's not the time, and something's gonna come in for you where you're gonna realize, like, you know what, I'm gonna wait for better timing. I'm gonna wait. Things are okay right now. Like, I feel like things are going to be like getting better for you. I feel like things are going to be balancing out, and you're just going to be in a place of feeling more comfortable. Like, I feel like an energy of cooperation is going to be coming in for you, and you're going to be like almost in like a planning period of like thinking like further out in your life, like long-term plans. And the clarifying cards that come up here, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is like, you know, financial abundance, and, you know, everything is kind of coming together for you material-wise. This can even, you know, be on the home front, like everything's coming together for you family-wise. And then we have the Six of Wands, and so this is, again, you know, victory. Like, I feel like, you know, you're really going to be coming out of this place of the worry and the fear, and, you know, a lot of that's going to be leaving you, and you're going to be feeling so much more peaceful and really victorious about it. Like, yeah, my hard work has paid off, and I'm seeing this abundance coming in all the directions that I wanted it to. So the next card is your surroundings, and so like what's going to be going on around you and how it's going to be affecting you. This is where it gets kind of interesting. We have the Four of Water. The Four of Water is about missing an opportunity. And I feel like you're going to be potentially so focused on other things in life, like that are going on in your life, you are going to miss a cup that is being offered to you. Like somebody, like, I don't know if maybe it's this Queen of Cups energy. Maybe she's already in your energy, or this is new energy coming in. But this, I feel like there's a person who's like, hey, look at my cup. Look at, I want to give this to you. And you don't see it. You're looking over here, and what's going to wind up happening is that moment's going to pass by, and you're going to be like, oh crap, I missed this, and I feel like you're going to be a little bit like, oh crap, and the clarifying card is here. So I pulled the clarifying card. So the Ace of Cups. This missed opportunity is, you know, someone was offering their cup to you, you know, full of love and emotions, my cup runneth over. You know, this is a potential for new beginnings of love. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So not only was this an offer of emotion, but, you know, this is a new beginnings for passion and action and movement, new opportunity. So, you know, there was a lot, you know, and it's, remember how I said, you know, and this might be that possibly you know, how I said in the beginning, you know, the thing that you know, the decision that you just had to let go of and just let it be what it was. You had fire and water. Wands is fire. You've got fire and water. Again, that was, you know, the potential for new beginning and an offer. And so I feel like you're going to be like, oh, not loving that, like what happened there. I don't know. So like, I feel like that's just going to happen. I'm not sure how that's going to play out yet. Like, we'll see kind of how this goes. So the next card is what you should be giving to another person or to someone. And the card that comes up is the Four of Air. And then we have the Ten of Air. So right away, what I'm getting coming off of this Four of Air, or the Four of Water, the Four of Air is about, you know, needing more time to make a decision, you know, needing to take a rest. I'm feeling like you might have to give someone some time, maybe give somebody a break. You know, but I feel like whatever this is, you know, whatever this space is you might have to give someone, I feel like it's going to get better, because the Ten of Air is, you know, the end of a difficult situation. You know, things will get better. Now here are the clarifying cards, and so this is what I feel like is interesting. We have the Five of Pentacles. And this is what immediately told me, I feel like this, what you'll be giving to someone, I feel like it has to do with this missed opportunity. I feel like you may be needing to give this person something. You might need to give them some space or a break or something. I feel like you'll know when that time comes, whatever it is. You have the Five of Pentacles. This is a card that indicates a breakup, a divorce, feeling left out in the cold. I don't feel like this is necessarily a breakup, but I do feel like the break fits here, because I feel like this person that whose cup was not noticed, I think they feel left out in the cold is like what really is like really popping out at me. But I'm feeling like this is something that like has to happen. The next card is the World, and so, you know, even though this is a really positive card, and I do feel like, you know, yeah, like it's gonna be okay. Like I feel like it'll work itself out. You know, the World is like a completion, the end of a cycle, and so I feel like this is something that has to happen. Like it has to kind of like work through this, work itself out. But I feel like you'll get through it, and it'll be, you know, the end of this difficult situation. Like, you know, you'll end up in a place that you'll be comfortable with. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is, you know, waiting for the right time. So you have another card that's indicating like that, you know, waiting for the right time. You know, and I think that what's happening here is that you are maybe wanting to make things right, like, you know, kind of fix that missed opportunity. And I don't know if necessarily you're going to want to like move forward with this person or not, you know, but whatever way you decide to go, I feel like this is like, you know, the time's not right, because, you know, they're feeling very left out in the cold, and they just need some time. And so, you know, this is you just discerning, waiting for the right time. You know, it's not the time right now. But that seems to be coming up a lot for you, is like really being aware of the right timing and being patient. And so the last card here before we get to the lesson is something new that's going to be beginning for you. And so we have the Five of Fire, which, you know, this is a card of conflict. This is a card of, you know, sometimes this can be a card of bothersome details, like having to work out the details before you can move forward with something. This is also can be a card of action. We have the Ace of Earth. So, you know, this is new beginnings and new opportunities. This is, you know, abundance and, you know, good things coming into you, especially, you know, when it comes to career, finances, things like that. Then we have the Nine of Water. And, you know, this is, you know, where we talked about what you need to hold close to you. You know, that is something that, you know, your fears are holding you back from. And so I feel like this is showing, you know, you get past those fears and you get to your Nine of Water, which is, you know, I think that's really awesome, is that you're able to work through this and you get to your Nine of Water, your abundance comes in, your wishes come true, you have a love of life, everything, you know, kind of comes together for you. And then I pulled clarifying cards here. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Tower in reverse. And then we have the Star. And so it makes sense. You know, we have the Six of Pentacles. Things are out of balance. You know, like, and yeah, like you're not on the same page with, you know, I do feel like it has to do with this person, possibly from this decision, but things are out of balance and you kind of got to work out the bothersome details, and that's potentially going to be an area of conflict that you need to work through. We have the Tower in reverse. And so the Tower in reverse is like you know, because you work through this, you wind up avoiding, like, and I feel like this is a little dramatic wording, but you wind up avoiding catastrophe. Like, you know, like things don't completely fall apart. Like this is salvageable. And then we have the Star, happy times, things work out, it's looking good, you can make long-term plans. And so that fits, like that confirms like what we just talked about with the Nine of Water. You know, but it was nice to see the Tower in reverse, because it's like, it's bumpy. And I think that like you have, if the person who offers you a cup and you miss that opportunity, if that's someone you want something with, if that's a person that you care about, you're gonna have to do something. Like, and I do feel like there are some of you water signs that you're gonna be like, shit, I fucked up. And you're gonna have to deal with that. And you're gonna have to deal with them needing to respond the way they respond. You're gonna have, like, that's just gonna have to be how it is. But it's nice to see the Tower card in reverse here, knowing that this is salvageable, you know, and you can have your Nine of Water. Like, if you want it to work out, it can. And if you don't, you still have your Nine of Water, so this is something else, like some other dream comes true. So 2 cards came out for the lesson. We have the Beautiful Bandit, and so I'll read that really quick because this is longer than I wanted it to be. So the meaning of Beautiful Bandit is you can choose right now to feel good about yourself. If you've been beating yourself up, stop it now. Don't let anyone else decide how you should feel about yourself. Taking responsibility for your actions means that when you've done something that you feel is out of integrity, you do something about it that is constructive and useful. Damning yourself with judgment or allowing another to steal your self-esteem is neither of those things. The Divine Mother is telling you to forgive yourself and use your energy now to live the best life that you can. It's time to take your life back. That's really awesome. And I feel like for some of you, that is really relevant to whatever this decision is, whatever is like bogging you down here, and what you need to take a rest from. And for others of you, I feel like this is going to be important for you with this missed opportunity. Like, you know, it is what it is. Don't beat yourself up. Deal with it and move on. And then the other card that came up for your lesson is Earth Goddess. To live the dream, we have to surrender the fantasy. This can be painful. It feels like the end, when in fact it is the beginning. Once the pain passes, there is the joy of what we have yearned for coming to life. It may not be as perfect as the fantasy, but it will be real and it can nourish us. We can build our appetite for life with dreams, but we cannot be fed by them. The soul requires real-life experience to become fully alive, to have experiences and grow. There's a fantasy that wants to become reality for you. Don't let a few gritty moments or human imperfections prevent you from experiencing the joy of heaven on earth. So both of these cards are awesome for this reading. And I feel like for those of you that this Earth Goddess is really resonating for, I feel like the fantasy is this Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups and this Nine of Cups, your dreams coming true. Who of you are not believing enough in yourself that you can have your Queen of Cups and your Nine of Cups? Because knock it off. Look at this. Guess what? You get the Nine of Cups. It just, and you also, this reading is indicating to hold on to your Queen of Cups. Like you have the choice to hold on to your Queen of Cups. So, you can have the fantasy. Like this reading is showing, like, your fantasy is pretty close to coming true. Just let go of what you're afraid of. What are you afraid of? Because it is holding you back from your dreams really coming true. Like, you're this close. So, water signs, I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I do enjoy reading all of your comments, getting your emails. I appreciate all of your feedback. There will be a button popping up right around over here, so please hit that and subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading my weekly reading very soon, so be on the lookout for that. And I think that that's all I've got for you. Again, if you'd like a personal reading with me, check out the description box for how to get in touch with me and set that up. And I will see you guys soon when I upload my next reading. I hope you guys have a great day. See you soon.